Well, we have a little bit more progress on the Raspberry Pi Zero W. I'm now installing the Light DM, which is the graphical user interface. I put Raspbian Lite on just to get it going. I think I've potentially spent twice as much as the cost of the Raspberry Pi Zero on adapters and junk. You see here I've taken the, let's turn this back on again. I have taken the case off the ridiculously oversized HDMI to VGA adapter. This other thing is solid molded, so it's going to be a problem. But I found a few other little adapters kicking around. One of the main expenses is I don't have too much mini HDMI stuff around. I'm probably going to try and find a lead to replace that at some point. We can see here I now have dismantled a little in-car charger unit, about 2.5 amp job, and I've run the cables all the way up to my little 12 volt block from the house battery, which is currently occupied with a few things. Just in case you're curious, these guys here are running some exhaust fans over in the window there and a little one on top of the monitor. These clip leads are running to the power supply, and these are running to the 5.5, 2.5 plug that is down in the bottom of the monitor here, hiding away beside that bottle of water there. But we can see if I rotate my camera slightly, you'll see here that most of this is going to fit on the back of the monitor. It should be relatively well. Now if I go over here to my house battery, which is not liking this, let's turn off my lights a bit. We can see over here my little amp meter, which is hiding away here. Focus please. We're drawing just on 3 amps all up, which is a little bit more than I'd hoped for. And most of that is from the monitor, which I think had a 4 amp power supply, but we can see up here that when we focus again, let's go some light on the subject. It's designed to pull 4.16 amps. Well, it's drawing a lot less than that. It's pulling 3 amps in total with the Raspberry Pi attached. And we can see here, we're still doing stuff. Well, while I'm waiting for this, I might tackle some of this mess that's all over my desk. You know, every time I get a clear desk, it lasts about a day. And I also have to plug back in my old Raspberry Pi, which actually does all my YouTube streaming, and my videos for the evening is connected to that. So probably going to have to plug that back in. But nonetheless, it's still ticking away. And to be honest, they've made some optimizations with the Zero W, which actually means running quite surprisingly fast for what it is. I'm still quite shocked, but in either case, 3 amps is still within the realm of possibility. Considering dragging a 40 amp hour battery up the tower and putting probably about a 20 watt solar panel on it, so the days when I'm not required to be up there, it should definitely catch up with that battery use, and I should get at least 12 or 15 hours out of the battery, and I'm usually not up there for that long. So I could always turn it off when I don't need it. But the next step will be to see if I can find a 12 volt power over Ethernet injector to run my little Ubiquiti M5 dish and point it back at the head office. Oh, and it looks like we're finished here. Let's see if we can run sudo light dim. So super user do light DM. Let's see if we can get a GUI. Silly me for installing the light version of it. Oh, we have a cursor, but no mouse plugged in because only one USB port. I might duck down to Woolworths soon and get myself a combination unit. So I think we have Pi, and let's see if I can tab. Oh, we're having a bit of a freeze. Here we go. Because I haven't changed the password yet. It's Raspberry. Let's see if we can log in. Oh. Well, it looks like I have myself a 19-inch tower computer, but I don't know why this password's not working. It could be my one-handed typing attempt, or it could be that I need to drop back to terminal and make a few changes. Come on, will you work for me? a momentous occasion, if you could call it that. No, it's a failure occasion. I'm going to have to drop back to terminal and fix this, but I'm happy. So all of that you see on the screen is running from this tiny little thing. Being somebody who grew up learning to program on a 386 and later a DX2 133, or a DX2 66, then a 133, and I think the computer I had in about 2000 while I was studying at TAFE had 800 meg across 4 hard drives. This is pretty amazing stuff to me. But I'm going to keep at this and I'll have something functional. Hopefully I'll have some videos and some sounds. I might even see if I can run OSMC or Xbox Media Center for you older people. Anyway, end of this video.